Welcome back. A major wildlife study is nearing its end in Arkansas, and hunters are being asked for help. 5 News photojournalist Laura Castleman has more about research efforts to track chronic wasting disease in Arkansas deer.
First detected in Arkansas during 2016, chronic wasting disease, also known as CWD, has a 23% prevalence rate among deer. The University of Georgia is concluding a 5-year research project on chronic wasting disease, with 37 collared deer still being monitored.
The state came to us and asked if we could help them out to look at the CWD situation there. We're starting to see more and more CWD being detected within the Southeast. And because there's different ecosystems and predator guilds, we needed to get that information there.
We found chronic wasting disease in Arkansas in 2016, first in an elk, and then very shortly, like a week later, in a white-tailed deer. And this was in Newton County. And we went in later and took out several deer, almost 300, to determine the prevalence, and found that it was pretty high. It was about 23% prevalence rate. So almost 1 in 4 deer. The University of Georgia is conducting in cooperation with Game and Fish and National Park Service and Forest Service and other partners. But that 5-year research project is wrapping up now.
The study areas are primarily Newton and Searcy counties, with collars providing valuable data even if lost due to GPS tracking.
Gene Rush Wildlife Management Area, Tyler Bend Recreation Area on the Buffalo National River, and then an area around Irby on Buffalo National River. So kind of have 3 core areas in study sites.
With 37 collared deer still being monitored, hunters are encouraged to shoot the deer for data collection. Sampling options include over 100 drop-off locations and participating taxidermists.
These are freezers, basically self-serve, where you drop the head of the deer with about 6 to 8 inches of neck into a plastic bag. The instructions are all there. There's a little tag you fill out. Or we have a network of participating taxidermists around the state.
We're still getting tests and results back. Obviously, we're trying to get these last couple deers to finalize that data set. But we're seeing a lot of mortality, additive mortality, so additional to what we would expect to see in a natural healthy population. That's really coming from CWD infected individuals, where we had roughly 17% of our deer that died solely due to CWD.
Preliminary findings also show increased cognitive declines and altered movement patterns, with adult survival rates dropping.
They get skinnier over time, and they eventually just completely don't have any reserves, don't have any energy to do anything, and kind of die. So it impacts it in those 2 different ways, kind of physiologically as well as neurologically. But the thing is, it takes a long time, right? So they might get it 1 year, and it's not till 2-3 years later they actually start seeing. We want to get a good estimation of what amount of death comes from harvesting individuals. That'll help us with our population models to be more accurate. But now we just need to get them, the final CWD samples from them.
In Northwest Arkansas, covering the news where you live, Laura Castleman, 5 News.